Yeah, very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Towcester Greyhounds for our meeting this evening. We get underway with our first race very shortly indeed. We've got 12 cracking races for you this evening. Bookmakers out in the front in the sunshine waiting to take your money as well for race number one, due off at 6:11. Right, a couple of changes to tell you about on tonight's card. The 7:37 race 6, trap 6, not your dog Grey is an absentee. I'm Mary goes in trap 6. As trap 6, 7:37, race number 6. I'm Mary in trap 6, not your dog Grey found to be lame. Moving on to race 11 on the card a little bit later on. Jane Houghton's Joella Rosie as on non-arrival. Joella Rosie a non-arrival. That's in trap 6. The reserve then is Harry B. Boy. That's the reserve in trap 6 for the race 11. So those are the two changes for tonight's card. Harry Blue Boy going in trap 6. Our first race not too far away, ladies and gents, coming up in what, round about 7 minutes time. And we'll have an opening show for the bookmakers in just a second. Okay, let's get on the card, shall we, for race number one on our card tonight, the 6:11, and consistent looking grey, to be honest, of A6. It looks pretty open, doesn't it, by the betting? Down the card we go. Holden Vin in trap 1, 6-1. Trap 2, Race Night Tom is a 2-1 chance. 3, Comma Chameleon, Jim Reynolds, 9-2. 4, Liz Neal Curious, 9-4. 5, El Saba, 7-2. And 6 is Killinan and Fairy, available at 4-1. Bookmakers have put in trap 2, Race Night Tom, for Bunny Warren as our first favourite of the evening at 2-1. So what, 4 minutes to the off for race number one, 4 minutes to the off for race number one. Down the card, 6-1, Trot 1, Holden Vin, 2-1, Race Night Tom, 9-2, 3, Karma Chameleon, 9-4, 4, Listen No Curious, 5, El Saba, 7-2, and 6, Killing a Fairy at 4-1. Greyhounds will be appearing in a couple of minutes' time. here we go for race number 1 on our card tonight, the 611. Here are the runners for this A6 event. Let's meet them, shall we? Starting off with Trap 1, the Holden Vim for the Sporting Greats, John Blenko, 33.6. Trap 2 is Race Night Tom for Mr. R. Drake, Bernie Warren, 32.6. 3 is Karma Chameleon for the Old Belgate Syndicate, Jim Reynolds, 27 dead. 4 is Listener Kill Curious, Richard Yates Trains, 27.2. 5 is El Saba for Mr. P. Gittings, Heather Dimmock, 33 dead. 6, Killing and Fairy for Mr. M. Lowther, Steve Rayner, 27 dead. Those are our 6 runners. Greyhounds will go straight to the boxes for race number 1 with you off in just under 2 minutes' time. So Graham's on the approach end for race number 1 this evening. Trap 2 is just shady favouritism here. Race Night Tom for Bernie Warren was a good winner, albeit in lower company last time out, clocking 29.17. Possibly a little bit more in the tank after only having 2 competitive races in the last 6 weeks. That's Race Night Tom, a market leader at 2-1. Hot on heels is Trap 4 at 9-4 here. Liz Neal Curious, Richard Yates runner. Only a baby, isn't 2 until September. Has been running really, really well as well, without actually getting her nose in front. Will it be today? She's got every chance to oblige today. That's Trap 4, 9-4. Okay, everybody, we're loading up for race number 1. A6 is the grades on tonight's card, the 611. Going forwards, Gemma has the responsibility looking after the Greyhounds for this evening's action. So the market dominated by 2 and 4. So she waits to flag the low 6 on its way for race number 1 on our card tonight, the 611. Here we go. And we're away. Well, Race Night Tom banged out with 3, 4, 1, 5 and 6 into the first bend. And it's going to be Race Night Tom who's in front. This Neil Curious got really hammered at the back of the field with 3 Karma Chameleon, but it's 2 leading now. Saba goes 1 into second. And go back to Holden, Vin and Kalinian Ferry, the other 2 struggling. But around the third bend, Race Night Tom looking for this quick double has extended on 5. Then comes 1 in 6, but they come off the final bend here. And Trap 2, Race Night Tom really staying on nicely in her opening race. One off favourite. It's going to win well. Trap 2, Race Night Tom, 2 good. 1 stays on for second, 5 third, 2, 1, 5. Well done to Race Night Tom, Mr. R. Drake and Bernie Warren. Race Night Tom doubles up again in good style. Holden Vin running well on for second place. 5 back in third. 2-1-5. Winning time 29.06. 29.06. A really good performance, isn't it? We mentioned it may have a little bit left in the lock here, the 2-dog, after only having 2 competitive races in the last 5 or 6 weeks. And it's really cracked off the second bend here, hasn't it, for Bernie Warren to win nicely Race Night Tom. Trap 4, Liz Neal Curious continues to have no luck at all for Richard Yates. Made a lot of trouble at the first bend. But once went 2, got in front, has gone on to win very nicely indeed. So Greyhound in good form then. Trap 2, Race Night Tom, winning race number 1. Well, excellent performance in Trap 2. Race Night Tom for Mr. Drake and Bernie Warren. Full order 215.634. Distance is 2.25 a neck, 3/4, 4 and 6.5. Well, next race, race number 2, is due off at 6:28. There are no changes. Well, race number 2, the 628, coming up shortly in about 4 minutes' time. So let's quickly go down the card, shall we? For you, Trap 1, Westmead Jojo, a 5-1 chance. Trap 2 is Calco Swift, has opened up 2-1 favourite. 3, Jabba Dream, 9-4. 4, Westmead Stream, 6-1. 5, Intercolour, 9-4. 6, Energize Honey, 5-1. Market leader in 2, Calco Swift for Mark Wallace, and is the 2-1 market leader. We have currently 3.5 minutes to the off race number 2. Go for race number 2, the grade is A4. Here are the runners. Trap 1 is Westmead Jojo for Mr. A. Morton, Nick Savard 32.5. Trap 2, Calco Swift for the Calco Cup Syndicate, Mark Wallace 26.5. 3, Jabba Dream, the Jabba Crew, Heather Dimmock 27.5. 4, Westmead Stream, Mr. L. O'Rourke, Nick Savard 31.2. 5 is Intercolour for Mr. D. Murphy, Mrs. S. Reynolds, Jim Reynolds 25.9. And 6 is Energize Honey for Mr. P. Kasimir Bakrowskinsky, Mark Wallace, 28.9. Those are our 6 runners. Let's check the market, shall we? There's a little bit of cash coming in for Calco Swift here. It's tipped up in your programme to win as well this evening. A little bit she's been in season. She's also been lame, so Mark Wallace has had 1 or 2 things to deal with Trap 2 Calco Swift. But she should go well here. Definitely deserves a success on what she's recently been doing, and she will get fitter all the time. Plus, she's downgraded. Trap 2, 7-4 favourite. Just about ready to load up, everybody. Money coming in for 2, Calco Swift. She will show plenty of improvement, this bitch, in the 2 box. For Mark Wallace, 6-4. 6-4 market leader in 2. Okay, everybody, Gemma's getting them loaded for race number 2 here. Big gamble on Trap 2 here, Calco Swift. Good money for the 2. Like I say, she's been in season. She's had 1 or 2 problems as well. She's downgraded. Has to go well in the blue jacket. 6-4 market leader. Loading up. So Gemma weighs the low 6 for race number 2 then. Calco Swift surely looks a good bet here, doesn't it? 6-4, out of season, 2 races back, been lame, downgraded. Here we go. And we're away. 4 got up well with 2 showing pace. 3, 1, 5 and 6, but it's 4 who's on the bunny and leads up here with 2. Then comes 3, 1, 5 and 6 to come off the second bend here, and 4 out leading. 2's got a lovely run on the slipstream here with 1 and 3. Then 6 and 5 to go into the third bend, and 4 leading with 2. 1's going to be a little bit unlucky in checks there as they come off the final bend. Calco Swift has struck the front, but 4's a massive danger here. Westmead Jojo, they come off the final bend. 2 trying to grind it out with 1, and she holds on. Going to win. 2 eat 1, 4 third. The good thing wins. 2-1-4. So the winner there, Truck 2, Calco Swift. Second one, Westmead Jojo. And third, 4, Westmead Stream. One onto the Calco Cup Syndicate and Mark Wallace. The winning time, 28:20, 2-8-2-0. Well, really nice performance at Calco Swift. She had lots of improvement after a bit of seasonal rest and been lame and downgraded. It's a big run, isn't it, from Westmead Jojo? That's what a cracker in second for Nick Sava here today. Calco Swift just digging deep off that final bend, holding 1 at bay. 4 back in third place, 2-1-4. So excellent performance from Track 2, Calco Swift. The winner, full order was 2-1-4-6-3-5. Distances 3/4, a length 1 1/4, 1 1/4 a neck. The winning time 28:20, 2-8-2-0. All right, race number 3 coming up shortly. It's a D5 sprint over 260 metres. Race number 3 due off at 6:46. So we go for race number 3, the 646 for sprinting, everybody. D5 the grade, 260 metres. Here are the runners. Trap 1 is Mixed Flame for Mr. P. Cobb, Jim Reynolds, 35.3. Trap 2 is Run, Woody Run. Wendy Richards, Emma Richards, 31.3. 3 is Winnie Brown for Mr. M. Lowther, Steve Rayner, 32.3. 4, Farlow Fern. Richard Yates, 26 dead. 5, Sobbing Piper. Mr. Gregory, Rob Liddington, 28 dead. And 6, Stretton Tom for Jim Reynolds, 31 dead. Those are our runners. Let's quickly go down the card, shall we? Well, the market leaders 1, Mixed Flame here for Jim Reynolds at 2s. On shoulders, 9-2, Trap 2, Run Woody Run. 11-4, 3, Winnie Brown for Steve Rayner. 5-2, Trap 4, Farlow Fern. 10-1 outsider, Sobbing Piper for Rob Liddington. And 9-2, 6, Streatham Tom. 2.5 minutes to the off to race number 3. So the Greyhounds go to the far side here. Truck 1, Mixed Flame, the 2-1 at market favourite. Just come off a number of trials here. Only 1 win from 19 starts for Jim, but threatened to win a race behind I'm Mary last time out. We're going down in 16.25. Has got a wee bit quicker in trials. Sets the standard here, Truck 1. If you're looking for a bit of value, how about Trap 6 here? Stretton Tom was in the same race just the other day behind I'm Mary with Mixed Flame. Nicely drawn on the wide outside for Jim Reynolds. You're never going to see this ground in any trouble, but nevertheless, running well. So Jim represented with the bookends here, 1 and 6. New market leader here, Steve Rayner's Truck 3, Winnie Brown. Recently downgraded from D4 to D5. 16-13 recorded when unlucky back on the 29th of June. Is our new favourite in Truck 3, Winnie Brown. Okay, everybody, Gemma's getting loaded for race number 3 then. Market leader, Truck 3 for Steve Rayner, 2-1. So Gemma waits the flag, the low 6 on its way for race number 3. First of all, sprinting action tonight, D5 the grade, market leader in the white jacket. Racing, 6 dwelt, but 5 gets out with 3 showing gears, 1, 4, 2 and 6 at the back, and it's 3. Winnie Brown is trying to escape for the remainder, trouble 2 and 4. So 3's out in front with Mixed Flame in second, 2 back in third as they go towards the line here. And the money was for 3, Winnie Brown, and it's gone in and 1 well. 3 beat 1, 2 third, 3, 1 and 2. Cracking start for the favourites tonight, 3-1-2. Winning time 16-17, 1-6-1-7, 3-1-2. Winnie Brown the winner for Mr. M. Lowther and Steve Rayner. Winnie Brown running well here, made favourite, just managed to squeeze around that first bend. Didn't she manage to get into that first corner? Ahead of one Mixed Flame in second, two stayed on for third place, Run Woody Run. But nice performance from Winnie Brown, back to winning form for Steve Rain at 3-1-2. Result confirmed. The smart winning performance from track 3. Winnie Brown there for Mr. M. Lowther, Steve Rayner. Full order 3-1-2-5-6-4. Distances 2 3/4, 3.5, 1 3/4 twice, and 2 lengths. Winning time 16-17, 1-6-1-7. Race number 4 is a grade of A3, due off at 4 minutes. Past 7, no changes. number 4, the 704 on our card. The grade is A3. Here are the runners. Trap 1, Bodell Riss for Mr. G. Cowan. Hazel Kemp trains 26.8. Trap 2 is Westmead Red for Mr. T. Smith. Nick Savard, 33.9. 3 is Bodell Flyer for Mr. J. Kelly. Hazel Kemp, Mr. Payne. Hazel Kemp trains 31.7. 4, Swift Figgy, Mr. M. Banderak. Kev Hutton, 33.4. 5 is Ballpark, the Sunday Orchards. Jim Reynolds, 33.6. 6 is Jazz Jake for Mr. Bozza, Bridges and Watson. Mark Wallace, 33.4. 3 minutes to off. 3 minutes to off for race number 4. Let's quickly go down the card, shall we? Pretty open betting indeed. Trap 1, Bodell Riss, 5-2. Trap 2 is Westmead Red, 8-1. 9-2, 3, Bodell Flyer. 5-2, 4, Swift Figgy. 9-4, favourite Just is Ballpark. And 9-2, Trap 6, Jazz Jake. It's 2 minutes to the off. 2 minutes to the off. Trap 5, then Ballpark for Jim Reynolds is the market leader here. As it won since winning back on the 24th of June in a recorded time of 28.33. That was a decent run. Been struggling a wee bit in the last 2 to 3 weeks for Jim. Burst in 5 today. And last time it was in 5. Went on to win very nicely indeed. So runners currently on the approach end for race number 4. Starts in about 1.5 minutes time. As we mentioned, the market leader, well, it was Trap 5. Swift Figgy's now the favourite at 9-4. We've had first 3 winning favourites so far tonight. Kev Hutton's runner in Trap 4. Likes to lead if possible. Trap 4 needs to try and crack out the boxes and get a decent lead here into the first bend in this A3 event. 1 minute to the off. Okay, everybody, loading up for race number 4. We're getting loaded for the 4th race of the evening. Swift Figgy put in as the favourite, Kev Hutton. Going in. So Gemma weighs the low 6-7 for race number 4. The grade is A3 here. Trap 4, Swift Figgy, the market leader. Here comes the bunny. Off. 4 showed good early to lead up with 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. And it's Swift Figgy who goes round in front here with Ballpark. Back in third we got 1, 2, 3 and 6. 4 a little bit middle to wide off the second, but it's got the lead on the 5. 1, 3, 2, 6 at the back. Down into the third, and Swift Figgy still holding on at the moment from 5. They go back to 1, 3. 6 is trying to stay on for a place, but they come off the final bend here. Can Swift Figgy hold on? 5 and 2 and behind with 6, but this looks like another winning favourite going in at Towcester tonight. 4 going to win well. 4 wins it. 2 second, close third. And the result was a win for Trap 4, Swift Figgy for Mr. M. Banderak and Kev Hutton. Second 2, Westmead Red. Third 5, Ballpark 4-5. Result confirmed. Race number 4. So a smart performance then for Trap 4, the winner. Swift Figgy winning well here for Mr. Banderak and Kev Hart. Managed to get into that first bend and got away from him in the end. Trap 2, Westmead Red, showing some decent form tonight for Nick Sava, putting in a decent performance down that far side, getting up for second. Ballpark back in third. 4 races, 4 winning favourites so far tonight at Towcester. So excellent performance from Swift Figgy, the winner for Kev Hutton and Mr. Banderak. 4.25.613 the full order. Winning time was 28.39. Distances 4, half, short head 4 1/4 and 3/4. Race number 5, everybody. Due off at 7:21. Good little A2 event. No changes. go, race number 5 upon us, a cracking little A2 event, 7:21. Here the runners, truck 1, Lightfoot Jess, Mrs. L. Wharton, Hazel Kemp, 28.5. Truck 2 is Forest Messi, Mr. Phillips, Mrs. Phillips, Kev Hutton, 27.3. 3 is Kilgraney Bray for Hazel Kemp Trains, 33.1. 4, Tiffield Lady, Mr. W. McCall, Mrs. McCall, Mark Wallace, 28.1. 5 is Fahrenheit Daz for What No Beans Club, Heather Dimmock, 32.9. 6 is Tangled Up in Blue, Mr. Sandback, Mrs. Sandback, Mark Wallace, 31.8. Those are our 6 runners for race number 5. The grade is A2. Let's check out the market. So we're due off in a couple of minutes' time. Lightfoot Jess won 3-1. Truck 2 Forest Messi 8-1. 3 Kilgraney Bray 7-2. Truck 4 Tiffield Ladies 2-1. Market leader. 5 is Fahrenheit Daz 3-1. 6 is Tangled Up in Blue. An 8-1 chance. 2 minutes to the off. So runners currently on approach for race number 5. Been a cracking evening so far for the favourites. 4 from 4. Tiffield Lady then in trap 4 for Mark Wallace is the 2-1 market leader for this one. It was a good winner, albeit in A3 company last time out when clocking 28.30. He's young enough to improve, going the right way, and should go well here. So market leader in trap 4, currently 9-4. Okay, everybody, being loaded for race number 5. The grade is A2. Gemma's getting them loaded for our next race. Market leader is trap 4 at 9-4. Tiffield Lady looking for a quick double for Mark Wallace. So the low 6 on its way then for race number 5. Market leader trap 4, Tiffield Lady for Mark Wallace at 2-1. Away we go. 3, 2, and 1 broke well. 5, 6, 4 missed it into the first bend. It's 1 who leads up Lightfoot Jess with 3. 2 Sandwich, 5, 6, and 4 at the back. But a kick off the second here. And Lightfoot Jess has opened up a big lead here. 2's in second. Forest Messi, something to chase down. Then comes 6, 4, 3, 5 around the penultimate bend. And it's still 1 who's grinding it out here. 2's coming after it though for Kev Hart. And 6 back in third. They come off the final bend. It's truck 1 Lightfoot Jess. 2's hunting it down. Forest Messi. 1 needs the lines. 2 putting it. It's too late. 1 beat 2. Close third. 6 and a fast finishing 4. And the 4 result for race number 5 win for Lightfoot Jess, the winner for Mrs. L. Wharton, Hazel Kemp. Second 2, Forest Messi. Third 6, Tangled Up in Blue. 1, 2, 6 result. Race number 5 winning time 28.56. 2.856. Well, got a super run, didn't it, around the first bend. Lightfoot Jess, Hazel Kemp really kicked on down that far side. Just turned 2 this month and in super form. It's now won 2 from 2 for Hazel Kemp. 2's run really well here. Forest Messi. After having some trials for Kev Hutton's run a blind, that'll be winning sooner than later. 6 holding on for third. 1, 2, 6 confirmed. Smart performance and Lightfoot Jester winner there for Hazel Kemp. Full order 126435. Distance is, well, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Short head 2 1/2, 3 1/4. Winning time 28.56, 28.56. All right, race number 6, everybody, coming up at 7:37. Just to remind you, trap 6, not your dog, Ray, does not go. Trap 6 is the reserve. I'm Mary. Okay, here we go for race number 6 on our card. The 737, the grade is D4 over 260 metres. Here are the runners. Track 1 is Pinky Promise, Mr. S. Atkin, Hazel Kemp, 29.6. 2 is We Amanda, Mr. Roberts, Mrs. Roberts, Steve Roberts, 26.4. 3, Spyro's Girl, Miss O. Grimer, Mrs. J. Grimer, John Blenko, 27.2. 4 is Hotbox for the Football Widows, Bernie Warren, 30.1. 5 is Pure Paradise, Jim Reynolds, 27.2. Reserve in 6 is I'm Mary, 27 dead. So down the car then, Trot 1, Pinky Promise, the market leader here at 5 to 2, or was the market leader, it's not now. 7 to 2, Trot 2, We Amanda. Spyro's Girls, 9 to 4 for John Blenko, that's our favourite. 9 to 2 for Hotbox, 5 to 1, Trot 5, Pure Paradise. I'm Mary, the reserve in 6 is 6 to 1. 2 minutes to off, 2 minutes to off, race number 6. So on the approach here for race number 6, here we go then. And while the market leader is still Trap 3, Spyro's Girl at 9 to 4. Been in good form for John Blenko, with actually getting her nose in front, but she's approaching her seasonal best shortly. And run about 3 weeks. Got to improve again. That's Spyro's Girl in 3. Big player, 9 to 4. Go behind for race number 6, so go behind. Bit of money for the red jacket here, Pinky Promise for Hazel Kemp. Now 2 to 1 market leader, 2 to 1 favourite in Trap 1. Okay, everybody, Gemma's getting them loaded for race number 6. They're loading up, market leader in red. So low 6 on its way for race number 6. The market leader, Trot 1, Pinky Promise. Here comes the bunny. Away we go. 5 banged up. Pure Paradise lead up with 1, 2, 3. 6 and 4 got left into the first bend. And Pure Paradise leads up. 1 Pinky Promise in second, but needs room. Then comes 2, 3, 4, 6. They come off the second. 5, 1 switches to the wide outside, trying to challenge it. It's 5, 1 putting it down, but 5 holding 1, 2 back in third. 5, 1, 2. Pure Paradise the winner for Jim Reynolds. Yeah, well into Jim Reynolds. A nice performance from Jim's runner. Pure Paradise doubles up after winning last time out in lower grades. 5, 1 and 2. Winning time 15.69, 1.5.69. Well, this little bitch in cracking form. She really did bang the boxes, didn't she? Went into the first bend here, 1. Just had to move off and switch to the outside here. Pinky Promise for Hazel Kemp off the second bend after 5 rather took a middle to rails course. And that's held the 1 at bay. It's moved off. 5 beat 1. A little bit of lucky. 2 third. 5, 1, 2. Yeah, so well into Jim Reynolds then. Trap 5, Pure Paradise winning well. Doubles up. 5-1-2-3-6-4. Distance is half. 2 lengths. 3/4. 4. 1.5. Winning time 15.69. Race number 7, the 754. No changes for that one. The grade is A3. race number 7 on our card tonight. The grade is A3. Here are the runners. Trap 1, Energized Jack for Mr. J. Davis, Mrs. J. Davis, Mark Wallace, 32 Dead. Trap 2 is Norville Man for Norville Syndicate, Kev Hutton, 27.3. 3, Clonkeen Rebel for the Billy B Syndicate, Jim Reynolds, 34.8. 4 is Malog's Jet for Mr. J. Davis, Hazel Kemp, 33.4. 5, Lightfoot Lucas for Hazel Kemp for Mrs. Yandel, Hazel Kemp, 33.7. 6 is Stormin Norman for Mr. Phillips, Mrs. K. Phillips, Kev Hutton, 35.6. Those are our runners for race number 7. Grade is A3. So down the card then, Trap 1, Energized Jack, 4-1. Trap 2, Norville Man is our joint market leader at 2s. 3, Clonking Rebel, 10-1. 4, Malog's Jet, 7-2. 5, Lightfoot Lucas, 2-1. And 6, Stormin Norman, a 6 chance. 2 minutes to the off. So joint market leaders here, Trap 2, Norville Man for Kev Hutton, who's been running well for some time now. Good third and second recently in the grade of A2. Back down to A3 last week. Was a little bit unlucky. Should go well here, currently 2-1. The joint market leader, Hazel Kemp's Trap 5, Lightfoot Lucas. Finishing second in open race company at Sheffield last time out over 480. Prior to that, have been in super form back at home as well. Just turned 2 this month for Hazel. Lightfoot Lucas going well. Currently 2-1 joint market leader. Okay, everybody, Gemma's getting them loaded for race number 7 here. Market leaders are 2 and 5, both at 2-1. Norville Man and Lightfoot Lucas. We're loading up. So here we go then for race 7, everybody. Trap 2, Norville Man, Lightfoot Lucas, the low 6 on his way for our next action. The grade is A3. Here comes the bunny. Away we go. 1 and 4 showed good early with 6, 2, 3 and 5. Missed it into the first bend. They're going to go up in a heap here. 1, 2 and 6, 4, 5 and 3 badly outpaced. 4's hampered Lightfoot Lucas. But it's off the second bend they go, and it's Norville Man who's got the lead, but only just ahead of 1. That could give 6 a great run on the outside. Stormin Norman. 4's trying to pick up with 5, and Stormin Norman goes on. 2 trying to rally though. 4 around the houses, then 1 and 5. It's anybody's, and Norville Man back in front here with 6. 4 on the outside with 1 as they drive towards the line. 6 trying to get back up. Norville, he's won it. 6 Stormin Norman has beaten Norville Man. Stormin Norman gets home for the cash for Kev Hutton. Full order there was 6-2-1 then. Stormin Norman for Mr. and Mrs. Phillips and Kev Hutton. Second 2, Norville Man. Third 1, Energized Jack. 6-2-1. Winning time 28.73. 28.73. Well, it was a really good race, wasn't it? Plenty with chances coming off the final bend here, but Stormin Norman been off the track for a little while. Has come back with a couple of races, and he's spot on today for Kev Hutton. He's got a good run, didn't he, off the second bend here as 1 tries to get on the inside of 2. That gives 6 the momentum on the wide outside to come to challenge 2, Norville Man. Five's a little bit unlucky here, Lightfoot Lucas, after meeting trouble at the first bend, but 2 and 6 all the way to the line, but 6 rallies on the wide outside and gets home for the cash. 6-2-1. So a nice return to winning form for Storm in Norman, the winner from Mr. and Mrs. Phillips and Kev Hutton. 6-2-1, 4-5-3. Distances were a neck, half a length, 3 quarters, 4 1/4. Winning time 28.73. Our next race, everybody, due off at 8:11. The grade is A4. No changes. changes. Trap 1 is Ask Tink for Mr. K. Heffernan, Steve Rayner, 28.1. Trap 2 is Acting School for Mark Wallace, 27.4. 3 is Done and Proud for Dave and Jane Houghton, 34.6. 4 is Ping Be Slick for Mark Wallace, 26.4. 5 Ballymac Pam for Kev Hutton, 28.9. 6 is Make Offer, Mr. J. Barney, Hazel Kemp, 26 dead. Those are our 6 runners then for race number 8 to a due off in about 2.5 minutes time. Here's the latest betting. Trap 1, 5-2. Ask Tink, 7-2, 2 Acting School. 8-1, Trap 3, Ping Be Slick, 6-1. 5 is Very Warm Indeed, Ballymac Pam for Kev Hutton, 5-4. And 6-1, Trap 6, Make Offer. So Greyhounds approaching the boxes for race number 8. This War Market leader in Trap 5 here, Ballymac Pam. Isn't till this little bit until September, but she's running well. Already won twice in 7 starts. And the last 3 spins, well, she finished second back on the 20th of July when 11-10 favourite. Second again. She's in really, really good form at the moment, and she should go well here. That's the market leader in Trap 5, Ballymac Pam for Kev Hutton. Best recorded effort, 28.29. So just about to load up, everybody. Trap 5, this market leader, Ballymac Pam at 5-4 for Kev Hutton. We are just about to go forward. Okay, everybody, loading up for this A4 event. We're going in. Trap 5, warm favourite, 5-4, loading up. So Gemma waves the flag here with the low 6 on its way then for race number 8 here. Ballymac Pam for Kev Hutton, 5-4 market leader. Away we go. 5 shows some good early with 6, 3, 2, 4 and 1 into the first bend. It's Ballymac Pam who's going to make the bend here ahead of 3, 4, 6, 1 and 2 to come off the second. And 5's got a length advantage on Dun and Proud as they go down the far side. 4 moving well, Ping Be Slick, but it's the market leader who's got the call at the moment ahead of 4 and 3. 1 trying to stay on but may not get room as they come around the third bend. It's Ballymac Pam out leading with 4. 1's finishing extremely well. Ask Tink as they go towards the line. It's 5 all out here. Ballymac Pam going to win and win well. Beat 1, 4 was third. 5-1-4. Well, into Ballymac Pam, Mr. Kev Hutton, the winner, wins well. 1 second, Ask Tink, run well in second, 4 back in third, 5-1 and 4. Recorded time of 28.40, 28.40. So Ballymac Pam, they're back to winning form. Just managed to negotiate the first bend and kicked on here. Holding at bay. 1's run well here. Ask Tink at a second for Steve Rayner. That'll be winning sooner than later. Continuing to be placed. And 4 back in third. Ping Be Slick. 5-1-4. But the youngest Greyhound in the race goes on to win well. 5-1-4. So a good win for 5. Ballymac Pan for Kev Hutton. Full order 5-1-4-3-2-6. Distance is a length. 1 1/4. Ahead again. 4.5. Winning time 28.14. Race number 9. Jawford 8.28. We're back sprinting over 260 metres. The grade is D3. There are no changes. So we go then for race number 9, the 828. D3 is the grade over 260 metres. Here are the runners. Trap 1 is the musical Lulu for Mr. S. Taylor, Jim Reynolds, 28.4. Trap 2 is Shays DJ for Mr. Dave Houghton, Jane Houghton, 32.3. 3 Express Tatler from Richard Yates, 34.2. 4 is Towstar Sasha for the Towstar Syndicate, Emma Richards, 26.4. 5 Macca's Girl for the War Family, Richard Yates, 24.9. And 6 is Mama Genoa for Mr. R. Meekins, Rob Liddington, 24.5. Runners on the approach to race number 9. The grade is D3. So down the card then for race number 9, Musical Lulu pitched in at 9-4, 7-2 Shays DJ, 5-1 Express Tatler, 9-2 Towstar Shasha, Mako's Girls 5-2, and Mama Genoa 3-1. Market leader in red at 9-4 with 3 minutes to off. 3 minutes to off, race number 9. So Graham's approaching the boxes end for our next race, race 9. D3 to grade. Market leader just track 1 here at 9-4 Musical Lulu. Has been in good form as well over the 4-bend trip. Last time seen in this company back on the 30th of June when finishing 4th. Has got a best recorded effort recently of 15.81. Trap 5, Mako's Girl, has been in good form. Got a little bit done for pace into the first bend last time out though in this grade, but prior to that was in really good nick, winning in D5 and D4 company. Hold its form very well indeed, this 4.5-year-old. That's Trap 5, Mako's Girl in Trap 5, 5-2. Just have everybody's attention for 2 minutes, please, if I could. That there's going to be a delay to this race due to technical issues with the broadcast this evening. So there's going to be a delay. We've not got a time on that delay yet. So the Greyhounds may be back towards the stand at the moment, just to keep them cool. But there is a slight delay to this race due to technical issues. We'll give you further updates as and when we get them. Apologies. Slight delay for race number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, again, apologies for the delay due to technical issues with tonight's broadcast. So we'll ever endeavouring to get that sorted out for you as soon as possible. We'll keep you up to date once we know more. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still experiencing technical issues at the moment with the broadcast this evening, so please do bear with us. The Greyhounds are being kept in the middle of the track with the handlers, and we'll once again update you as soon as we have any more news. Again, apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, just have your attention, please. The Greyhounds will be going towards the boxes very shortly. The Greyhounds will be going towards the boxes for race number 9 very shortly. Okay, everybody, Gemma will take the Greyhounds to the starting box. Apologies for the delay for the last few minutes. Race number 9 is coming up in just about a minute's time. Okay, everybody, loading up. Apologies for the delay here, but race number 9 there going forward. This grade of D3 sprint over 260. Loading up. So Gemma waves the flag for race number 9. The low 6 on its way. D3 is the grade here. Here comes the bunny then for race number 9. Away we go. 5 banged out. Makos go to lead up with 6, 4, 1, 2, and 3 as they go into the first bend, but 4 shows a bit early to lead up. 5. Then we got 1, 6, 2, and 3 to come off the second bend here. And Towcester Shasha out in front here with 5. Then 1 and 6, and 4's impressive here. Going to go on a win nicely from 5, maybe 1 for third. It's like a 4, 5, and 1 waiting on the judge, but no doubting the winner. Towcester Sasha, too good. So nice win for 4. Towstar Shasha the winner for the Towstar Syndicate and Emma Richards. 5-second Macca's Girl. 1 back in third. Musical Lulu. 4, 5 and 1. Nice performance from Trap 4. So impressive performance from Towstar Sasha for Emma Richards. Full order 4.51.623. Distances 3 3/4. Ahead, half a length, 2 3/4, 3/4. Winning time 15.54. Race number 10, the 8.45. The grade is A5. No changes to this one, everybody. We will try and make up time over the next few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Greyhounds will go straight to the boxes to catch up a little bit of time for our next race here, race number 10. Let's quickly go down through the runners for you. Trap 1 is Lightfoot Daniel for Hazel Kemp, 32.8. Trap 2, Forest Joe Boy for Mr. K. Woodley. Emma Richards, 33 dead. 3 is Specs Cracker for Mr. K. Walker. Bernie Warren, 32.4. 4 is Dinner Larnaca for the TDC Global Investors. Jim Reynolds, 35.5. 5 is Emperor Casanova, Emperor Racing Club, Kev Hutton, 33 dead, and 6 is Hail Glorious for Hazel Kemp, 32.9. The Greyhounds will go straight to the boxes here for race number 10. The grade is A5. Ladies and gentlemen, this race number 10, is going to go off at 8:55 in around about 4 minutes' time. 8:55 in 4 minutes. Three minutes to the off, 3 minutes to the off. Race number 10, 3 minutes. So down the card then for race number 10, Lightfoot Daniel available at 3-1. Warm favoured in Trap 2, Forest Joe Boy for Emma Richards at 5-4. Trap 3 is Specs Cracker, 6-1. Trap 4, Dinner Larnaca, 8-1. 5 is Emperor Casanova, 4-1. Trap 6, Hail Glorious available at 5-1. Trap 2, Forest Joe Boy, 5-4. On the approach, 2 minutes to the off, 2 minutes. Okay, everybody, loading up for race number 10 here. The grade is A5. War market leader, Trap 2, Forest Joe Boy. We're going forward. So low 6 on its way then for race number 10, Forest Joe Boy, the market leader, pretty warm as well, run about risk 5-4. Here we go. And we're away. 6 showed good early with 4, 3, 1, 5 and 2's going to win the hard way into the first bend. And 6 Hail Glorious will have the run of the race here. Absolute carnage in behind, 3 on the floor and 2's a million as they get on the far side of 1. Lightfoot Daniel getting a run on the inside of 6 and goes on. Ahead of 4 and 5. The other 2 tailed off as they go around the penultimate bend here. And it's 1 Lightfoot Daniel is out in front here. 6 checked badly into second. And 1 Lightfoot Daniel for Hazel Kemp comes off the final bend. 5 is trying to pull it in with every stride, but 1's holding on. Here comes 5. Oh, he might have nailed it. 5 might have nailed 1 on the line, 4 third, 5-1-4 wait on the judge, 5-1. Super finish to race at number 10, but it's gone to trap 1, Lightfoot Daniel. Second 5, Emperor Casanova. 4 back in third, Dinner Larnaca was tight, 1-5-4. Lightfoot Daniel 5 just needed an extra split 100th of a second to get there, putting it in with every stride, but 1 holds on by a whisker. There's the evidence of the camera, everybody. 1-5-4. So super finish then for race number 10, but Lightfoot Daniel holding on for Hazel Kemp as 1-5-4-6-2-3. Distances were a short head, 2.5, 3, 1.5 in a distance. The winning time 29.05, 29.05. Race 11, everybody. It's an A5 graded events here, A5 graded events. Harry Blue Boy goes in trap 6 as the reserve. Harry Blue Boy, the reserve in trap 6. Has been taken out, and the reserve here is Joella Rosie. That's the reserve then in trap 6 for race 11. Harry Blue Boy's weight, by the way, I'll give you in just a second. I think it is 32.6. 32.6 replacing Joella Rosie. Harry Blue Boy, we think, is 32.6. That to be confirmed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Greyhounds will go straight to the starting traps for race 11. A5, the grey tier Greyhounds, straight to the racing traps for our next race. Quickly down the card for you. 1, Dunham Oriole for Dave and Jane Houghton, 34.9. Trap 2, Look to the Moon. This is Emma Richards and Emma Richards trains, 26.6. 3, Mina Midget, Dave and Jane Houghton, 26.9. 4, Muldine Bucko, Wendy Richards, Emma Richards, 34.9. 5, Ballyback Bolts for Richard Yates, 27 dead. And a reserve in 6, Harry Blue Boy, 32.6. Those are our 6 runners then, approaching the boxes for race 11. Reserve in 6, Harry Blue Boy for Heather Dimmock. So down the card, Dunham Oriole 2-1, 4-1 Trap 2, Look to the Moon, 5-2, 3, Mina Midget, 8-1 Trap 4, Mildine Bucko, 7-2, about 5 Ballyback Bolts, and Harry Blue Boy. So Trap 1 or 2-1 market leader here, Dunham Oriole for Jane and Dave Houghton. 9-2 Trap 2, Look to the Moon. 4-1 Trap 3, Mina Midget. 8-1 the 4, Mildine Bucko. 7-2 still the 5 and the 6. We're just about to go in, everybody, for race 11. Okay, everybody, loading for race 11. We are loading A5, the grade here. The market leader, Trap 1 at 7-4. Dunham Oriole in for Jane Houghton is our 7-4 favourite. Loading up. Once again, Gemma waits a flag. The low 6 on its way for race 11. The grade is A5 here. Trap 1, Dunham Oriole for Jane Houghton. Market leader, 7-4. Racing, one good out, good early here with 6, 4, 5, 2 and 3, but it's 6 here. Harry Blue Boy out in front for 1 and 5, then 2, 3, 4. So Harry leads up with 5, Bolt in second, 1 back in third, Oriole as they go down the far side, and 6 has got the lead, 2 lengths on 5, 1 back in third, 2, 4 and 3 as they go on the penultimate bend here, and Harry Blue Boy in the market, well, outsider at 7-2. We're going well clear from 1, then 2, 5, 3 and 4, but 6 is bolting up here, the reserve, too good from Harry Blue Boy. It's absolutely bolted up for Heather Dimmock, 1 second, 2 third. 6-1-2. Well on to Heather Dimmock then. Harry Blue Boy coming as a reserve. Has absolutely flown home tonight, hasn't he, for Mr. R.A. Baker and Heather Dimmock, running an absolute blinder. Winning time 28.62. 6, 1 and 2. Result confirmed. Well, it was Dunham Oriole who broke well, but 6 absolutely flew to the corner here, Harry Blue Boy. And didn't look back after that, did he? Absolutely flew home down that far side. Just turned 2 a couple of months back and recently come off the back of a trial. And proved too good tonight. 6-1-2 result confirmed. So excellent performance there from Harry Blue Boy for Heather Dimmock, winning at race 11. Full order 6-1-2-3-4-5. Distances 4.5, 3/4, half, 4.5, 4.5. Winning time 28.62, 28.62. Final race of the evening, everybody, the 9:19, race number 12. And it's an S3 event over 86 metres, no changes. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for our final race of the evening, the 9:19. The Greyhounds will go straight to the boxes on the far side. Race number 12, the grade is S3. Here are the runners. Trap 1 is Brilliant Design for Mr. W. Meekins, Graham Holford, 27.3. Trap 2 is Ale Mary for the Beer Academy and Bernie Warren, 26.7. 3 is Dress Code for Mr. M. Lowther, Steve Rayner, 32 dead. 4 is Cousin Dupre for Mr. Trotter, Mr. G. Trotter, Mrs. L. Trotter, Mark Wallace, 33 dead. 5 is Clon Douglas Road for Quicksilver, Bernie Warren, 25.4. And 6 Scruffs Penny for Mr. A. Welch, Kev Hutton, 27.2. Those are our runners for the finale, race number 12, over 6 pence. So quickly down the card then, Brilliant Design in 1, 3-1. Trap 2, Ale Mary, 5-1. 3, Dress Code, 9-2. Trap 4, Cousin Dupre, 5-1. 5, Clon Douglas Road is pitched as the 9-4 favourite, and 6, Scruffs Penny, 3-1. So market leader for a final race of the evening is Bernie Warren's Clon Douglas Road, who's been running well without actually getting her nose in front. Been favourite last 3 occasions, finishing 3rd twice and 2nd. Chance to Atonia for Bernie Warren's 3-year-old Clon Douglas Road, run about 9-4. Okay, everybody loading up for the final race, race number 12. We're going in here where Trap 5 is the 9-4 top of the head favourite, Clon Douglas Road. So final time, Gemma waves the flag. The low 6 on its way then for our finale here. Market leader Trap 5 looking to atone for those recent defeats. Away we go. 5 banged out Clon Douglas Road of 4, 6, 2, 3 and 1, but into the first bend. 5 trying to hold on to the lead ahead of 4. 2 had to check, then 6, 1 and 3, but they come off the second here. And it's the favourite who leads ahead of 4. Cousin Dupre in second. Here comes 6, 2, 1 and 3. A circuit to go and 5 bowls along in front here from 4. Then 2, 6, 1 and 3 as they go down the far side, and Clon Douglas Road still out in front at the moment. Doing it well from Cousin Dupre in second. 2 back in third, Ale Mary. 1 Brilliant Design trying to pick up from the rear, but they go on the penultimate bend, and Clon Douglas Road at the moment doing nothing wrong. 1 though is starting to sprout wings here. Graham Holford's Brilliant Design, and 5 is in trouble here. 1's picking it up with every stride and storming through to take it up. Good win for 1. 5's unlucky in second, close third. 1-5 in the picture. For result, everybody, of our final race of the evening. First, Brilliant Design for Mr. W. Meekins and Graham Holford. Second, 5, Clon Douglas Road. And third, 3, Dress Code, 153. Result confirmed. Winning time, 42.29, 42.29. So excellent performance there from Brilliant Design. Always coming from last to first. Poor old Trap 5, Clon Douglas Road. You've got to feel something for Bernie Warren's little bit. She's run a cracker. She's done nothing wrong, but she's been picked up by an excellent display here from Graham Holford's little bitch in 1. Brilliant Design, who absolutely flew down that far side. 1, 5 and 3. That winning time again, 42.29. That wraps it up for tonight, everybody. Thanks for your patronage this evening. Really nice to have a decent crowd here tonight for tonight's racing. We'll be back racing Friday, Saturday and Sunday next week. From everybody here at Towcester here this evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening, what's left of it. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.